Okay, where's the media been on this case? I've never heard of it before, but pretty interesting case. You can just Google the guy's name or DuckDuckGo it and find, what happened there. Looks like he shot his girlfriend and she died, and he was a felon in possession of a firearm. Imagine that. But he just got acquitted on murder charges and attempted murder charges. So how come the media's not talking about a black guy that got off, from killing his girlfriend? I don't know. Well, just check it out and put your opinion in the comments.
This man accused and charged with shooting at deputies during an early morning drug raid in his home back in 2017 was found not guilty of murder and attempted murder, but was found guilty of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. After a trial spanning multiple weeks, the jury reached their verdicts this afternoon in the trial of Andrew Coffey IV. Our Steve King joins us from Indian River County with reaction from both sides.
Andrew Coffey's family and friends looked relieved when they found out he was not going to be spending the rest of his life in prison, but they looked shocked when they found out he could serve up to 30 years in prison after being convicted of possession of a firearm by a felon.
We, the jury, find Andrew Jeff Coffey IV as to count 4, attempted first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer, Pat White, not guilty.
Coffey was also found not guilty of killing his girlfriend, Alteria Woods, who was killed in the crossfire after police say Coffey shot at Indian River County Sheriff's deputies during an early morning drug raid in 2017. Coffey's defense attorneys reacting to the verdict.
I'm exceptionally happy with the jury's verdict, and they applied the law properly, and they came back with verdicts that were just, that he was in a self-defense mode, that he was protecting himself, and that he did not know that these were officers outside. So I think he's vindicated from that standpoint.
No matter what, he's never going to recover his girlfriend, and that's an emotional punishment that he will suffer the rest of his life.
The sheriff says in part, quote, "It's disappointing that this jury did not see that the tragic death of Alteria Woods occurred as a direct result of the actions of Andrew Coffey IV. Our hearts go out to the Woods family as they still suffer from a loss of their daughter, but we stand by our statement that she would still be here had Coffey simply complied with law enforcement."
Guilty of the possession of a firearm by a convicted felon as charged in the indictment.
But Coffey could serve up to 30 years for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Coffey's sentencing is set for January. Reporting in Vero Beach, Steve King, WPBF.
Have you noticed that as everything around you seems to decline, one thing still grows? It is the power of your rulers. None of their plans and directives have solved your problems or made your life better. The only result has been their increased control over you at the cost of your freedom. Do you know why? You gave them the power.